Last time, after kind of dealing with the crack cat creatures at Callan's windmill, you were approached by Adaber Gwyn, a local herbalist who was the also the caretaker of the property, albeit mostly just cleaning and making sure it wasn't being squatted. No sign of Jeffrey before you escorted Adaber back to town to get some dinner at the Stonehill Inn. Uh, and it was here that you guys were approached by the townmaster, Harbin Wester, who raised the toast to the group after a short-lived promise of dealing with the bugbears and this red devil menace to the east, as some of you in the mind to go seek out Radoth, who you learned might be in the ruins of Thunder Tree, from Adabra. And Radoth was Alva's mentor, and turning Harbin down it seemed to deal a little bit of a blow to his ego and confused him as well, and also produced a little bit of worry from some of the townfolk within the inn that evening. But after some food, Callan and Fang went back to his place to rest, having a little chat on their way, while Alva and Zadkiel headed to their room at the inn. And Mel and Isabel had other plans. The pair kind of eventually snuck off to a local orchard, dig up the head of Clark. They were spotted by the owner, Baron Edermath, a retired half-drow, who kept up with the place in his old age, seemingly having some sort of relationship or admiration for Adabra, as Mel was in the guise of her at the time. The duo made a quick ruse about showing Isabel around to find the best herbs and left in the night. And Mel buried or hid Clark's head around for safekeeping at her sister's farm. Isabel decided to get some sleep outside in the street by the Shrine of Luck and awoke to Sister Grail cleaning up the place, who she had spoken to the day before. And she was told that it might be bad luck to sleep on the shrine itself. But Mel in the night also learned some interesting tidbits from her nephew, Carp. Apparently, he had seen a couple of bugbears go into a secret cave under Tresendar Manor, as well as a couple of red brands, and even after that, a couple of odd-looking goblins with green energy about them. In the morning, though, you all regrouped at the Stonehill Inn for breakfast. Mel told you about her nephew's story, lined up with what Fang had heard from the innkeeper's son the day before. Wanting to head out to find this Radoth so you could in turn find Cragmaw Castle, you figured a quick inspection of this supposed bugbear lair might be in your best interest. And Sildar mentioned he was going to speak to the townmaster about his wizard comrade from the Lord's Alliance, the Arno Albrecht. And after breakfast, you headed to the woods where Carp said he saw a few happenings, easily finding this quote-unquote secret cave in the hillside. Wandering in, you arrived at a larger natural cavern, filled with a cold breeze and whispers could kind of be heard in your minds. Also some dim-lit torches scattered about the place, so you can see in here, but it is dim. Seeing many exits out, stairs down, and some worked stone on the other side, you started your exploration. The voice in your heads kept talking, seemingly knowing a little bit about you guys, maybe a little too much. And that's where we're going to pick up with you guys in that cave. Zadkiel had just kind of walked over the uh, little bridge there, crossing this chasm, starting to head toward this, looks like a storeroom up there to the north.
Um, that's what Zadkiel was doing. He's just going to continue into that little storeroom
Okay.
cautiously, maybe inspect it, see what's stored in.
Yeah, give me a perception check as you kind of like peek around and start looking in. All right, with a 20's perception, you do
Oh,
see in here, doo uh, it, getting some feedback from Alva there for a second. But you do see several crates, barrels, looks to be a hammer. There's even a like a kind of not a cage, but like a an open top crate filled with what looks to be straw, like packing materials. And with a 20 perception, looking in this stoneworked space, you would notice something off about a wall to the northeast, as well as the wall to your west. Like it seems like it's kind of not as smooth as the rest of this workspace.
interesting. Okay. Zad is going to come out of the storeroom and he's just going to say to everyone, the walls in the storeroom are not right. They look like they were sealed up after this place was originally constructed.
Perfect. That's one of my specialties. I'd like to head over and where Zadkiel was and use. Shit, I know I have something here, right? Um. Oh, here we go.
You want to go check out the walls that he was pointing out?
Yes.
All right, and as you start to head that way, Alan, you would hear a whisper in your head. Where'd you going? You find something good? Tell Sarnak.
Tell who?
You gonna get some food?
Do you want me to get some food? Hello?
It likes it fresh.
What likes it fresh?
To
Are you?
eat.
No one else is hearing this, yeah?
Callan, are you talking to yourself again?
Apparently, I'm going to fuck all.
And as
Right,
you
I'm-
start walking across the bridge, Callan, I need a dexterity save.
Oh,
All right, with a 5, you would hear this scraping as one of the boards holding up the bridge gets kind of knocked loose from the darkness within this ravine as the entire bridge goes tumbling down, along with you as well. Crashing down, you do take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And as you fall there, kind of lying in this rubble of mostly wood, you would see first, kind of tucked away nearby, looks to be a half-eaten body of a human. Well, supposedly. The left side of it, this person had been eaten. Obvious chew marks and bite marks and claw marks all over it. And then as you kind of look around, rubble, you would see this glowing eye staring right up at you from the darkness of right next to where you fell.
so like within arm's reach of where I am?
Yeah. And in your head, you would hear, We're hungry. And then kind of stepping a little bit into the light from the shadow, you would see this humanoid figure mostly, but it seems like part skin, part deformed rock. A singular large green, lightly glowing eye staring right at you, kind of dripping drool from its oddly shaped, wide, smiling mouth. As you guys
Ooh.
would see this thing looking at you.
We barely, I guess we up there, we barely see what he's looking at, or we all see exactly what it is.
Some of you have better vision than others. He's definitely in the darkness of the chasm. For those of you with dark vision can see this plainly as he steps out and Callan is prone on the ground.
Did Callan
And
break the bridge?
it would seem that
Yes.
Callan broke the bridge.
He did. Callan,
Jesus.
what did you eat for breakfast, bro?
Can I hear that?
Yeah, Isabel's about 20 feet up above you.
I'm just
and
looking down.
Isabel, you would see that creature walk out.
That's
of
what
the
I was gonna ask
shadows.
next.
Yeah, looking right at Callan. There's a little bit of green glow over Callan's form.
Oh Jesus.
Zad is going to move down to where the bridge was at the ledge and just kind of kneel down and stick his hand out for Callan to see if he can help him up.
It's a 20
20 foot,
foot
Yeah.
drop.
20 foot?
Yeah,
Oh, then
Callan
he's
fell
just on
20
his...
foot
Yikes.
down. At least the wood and stuff kind of broke his fall a little bit.
Okay, I got you.
And you would see this creature just looking at Callan.
Would I be able to like attach a rope there and go down safely? To that stalagmite?
Tell your friends to stay up or we're gonna eat you
Oh yikes.
raw.
He says he's going to eat y'all if you come down here.
What is he gonna do to you? Like, do
Fuck
you
if I
that?
know.
Yeah, ask him.
I think he just did.
Okay.
It slightly turns its head. You hear this cracking as its neck pops to turn to look directly up at you as you say that. It smiles. And in your head, you hear, do you want to find out?
No.
And in all of your heads, you would hear, you're not red. It's wrong. Sarnak will make you red. And the creature does start to kind of lunge towards Callan. And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh, frick. Okay.
Did I show you that? I did show you that thing, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Cute.
nice.
All right. Is that everybody? That is everybody. Mel, you are up first as you see this thing look like it's kind of going in like a frog about to leap at Callan.
Okay. What she's gonna do would be just to step forward and see the creature there and forward. And she would use yeah, so she steps forward and uses the cantrip Firebolt.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Give me a firebolt as you start to blast some fire down on this creature.
just the damage.
Oh, you have to make an attack roll.
Yeah.
An 11 is going to be a miss, as that ravine seems to kind of swirl with this unnatural darkness within it, and your firebolt just kind of goes off a little bit, hitting the wall next to it.
Mhm.
Anything else for Mel?
She takes a step back,
All right.
and that's it. for her.
Now take us to Callan on the ground.
All right, I will use half my movement to stand while drawing my rapier.
All right.
Now saying, "Oh, at least you're better looking than me, mother." And I will take a swipe at him with it.
With the 9, going to kind of right yourself and stand up on this broken bridge down here. The wood kind of tilting you just off kilter as you miss this creature.
Am I able to get past him, or are we like
He is
two sausages jammed?
Yeah, you're 2 sausages jammed.
Fudge. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right. That will take us to Isabel. The top of this ravine, 20 feet up.
Thank you for reminding me it was 20 feet because I would like to jump down and be with you, Callan, but I don't think as a human that would go over too well.
You could if you
Um,
want.
I don't like the way you're saying that, so I'm I'm going to
there's a
take-
chance for great success and a chance for great
Yeah.
failure.
Mhm.
Totally stick a fork in a light socket, but whether or not it's going to be a good
Yeah.
time.
exactly.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna take a hand axe
All right.
and I'm gonna throw it at this beautiful creature.
Sure.
Maybe.
With a natural 1. It just kind of sticks into the ledge right in front of your own foot, nearly hitting your own toes.
Where did you learn to aim that thing?
Shut up, Bang.
Anything
Um,
else for Isabel?
Actually, clarifying question. The
Yeah.
hand axe. I technically only have 2 because I've thrown that. That means I only have 1 right now, right?
Yeah, but you can pick it up on your next turn if you want. It's right in front of you. So you
Wow, that
technically
just
you
made
have
me
you have
more
another
embarrassed.
one at the side of your in your inventory, but it's right there in front of you, so you can pick it up.
Do I have enough to pick it up and throw it again? Or no?
No, you would need another
No.
action or another
Yeah.
attack in some way to get,
I-
which you can get later. Like you did
Yes.
get an ability where you can get another action.
Yes, I got action. Wow, action
No,
surge.
it's action surge now.
Action surge. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty embarrassed, guys. So I'm gonna pick up my axe, and that's gonna be the end of my turn.
And as you pick it up and just kind of yank it up out of the ground there. That'll
Yeah.
take us to this-
Actually, I wonder if I should. Can I move up just slightly, just in front of the bridge, so just one step forward?
Yeah, for
Yep,
sure.
I'm gonna do that. Cool. Just so other people
Uh,
can have opportunities.
That'll take us to this creature leering at Callan. Callan, this thing is going to lunge at you and try to claw you.
Shit.
Getting
I didn't put my mage armor on. Go ahead.
getting an 11 to hit with its first attack,
Miss.
and then getting a 14 to hit with its second attack.
That'll hit.
As you take 6 points of slash damage as it just starts lunging at you, and you would hear in your head just this continuing call for red. And that'll take us to Fang as you see this creature lunging at Callan.
Able to cast Hunter's Mark on that creature.
All right. As you don't like that guy anymore.
All right, so now we're gonna use the longbow and we're gonna attack.
All right. Being a natural
And
one.
That died down there.
As your arrow just kind of like getting it out, you kind of like focus your aim, and as you do, your arrow just kind of like that classic, like if you don't knock it right, it kind of like pulls to the side a little bit, and just like as you loose your arrow, the arrow just kind of like starts to, it just breaks in two as that arrow is ruined.
all right. Would I be able to jump across the chasm?
What is your strength?
Strength is 15.
If you had a running start, 100%. But otherwise, it is right there. It's like a 12-foot gap.
Okay, so we're gonna just back up a little bit, and so next turn I can do it.
Okay.
So say be it for Fang.
I'll take us to Alva with Zadkiel on deck.
All right. Alva's going to move a bit closer
Okay.
so that she can kind of see down into the chasm. Oops, not on the ledge. Okay, I guess that's where I have to go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he's still. Who's down there? Still just Callan
just
and the
Callan.
creature.
And the creature,
Oh.
20 feet down. Callan's kind of
Okay,
on
and-
top of this broken bridge.
Is Callan how close is Callan to the creature?
Right next to it.
Oh, okay.
This thing is just clawing at him, smiling
All right.
the whole time.
Alva's gonna use her thorn whip.
Okay.
Gotta find it. Come on.
Getting a 7. That's going to be a miss. As you try and thorn whip down there, this thing kind of glances up in your direction. You see that flash of green as it just kind of like throws this kind of shock into your system for a moment. Anything else for Alva?
No.
All right. Taking us to Zadkill.
Question. It would be difficult terrain for me to climb down, right?
And an athletics to actually climb, yeah.
That's like that. Can I make a dramatic plunging leap attack?
100%.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an
Dad
athletics
loves
check.
company.
It's gonna be an athletics check, and the DC is going to be this thing's armor class. If you beat it, I'll give you some extra damage on your attack,
Oh.
or I'll give you
Okay.
advantage on your attack.
Oh.
Either your call, either extra damage or extra or
All right.
advantage.
Well, before he jumps, you're gonna see Zad's sword just erupt into bright golden flames. Cast Searing Smite for his bonus action,
All right.
and
but-
then he's just going to.
Give
Jump
me
down,
an
jump down.
athletics to jump down on this creature.
I'm so excited to do this. I'm like,
Oh.
As you jump down, that's like the 4th natural one. Everyone roll a
there's something
percentile.
going on.
I think we
We're
need
sucking-
to.
Weird.
I think we need to
Fuck you.
refresh. Refresh our
Sucking
screens.
wins.
Yeah, reload.
This is-
Reload,
Reload, everybody.
As
This is
you
bad.
lunge
200?
heroically
Yeah.
towards this creature, you miss your aim. You take 10 points of falling damage and land prone. As you slam into the side of the wall down there and just start kind of rolling downward. Still sword in hand, but you are prone now. And that would have used up over half of your movement. So you still have an action, but you don't have enough movement to stand up.
Okay. I'm just gonna lay on hands myself. Get my health back.
All right. As you're lying on the ground, reeling in pain.
Put my hand in my heart. I can see a golden glow in my palm.
All right. How much are you healing yourself for?
10.
All 10. All right, love it. I'll take us to Mel as you see everyone around just not able to do anything. As this creature's kind of like just staring at everyone as they're doing things. Just this flicker of green light from its eyes. What are you doing, Mel? You just saw Zadkiel go plunging into this ravine.
Tripped
Horribly.
on the ledge. Something happened.
Yep, just go tumbling down and hitting the other side of the ravine and knocking himself. Yep.
Okay. She's gonna just take a step forward and mutter something to herself, and you hear like, mhm. Yeah, she does Toll of the Dead
All right.
against the yellow creature.
As it got a natural 20 on its saving throw, seemingly falling on deaf ears at this moment, as these whispers start to kind of erupt towards it as this Toll of the Dead. You would hear your mind just filled with the words red, red. Anything else for Mel?
Hmm. No. No, she's just gonna step back into the
Okay.
away
So you
once again.
can't see it anymore. All right. That'll take us to Callan being clawed by this creature and seeing Zadkiel tumble down here on the other side of this creature. What are you doing?
You might fall down well, but I broke the bridge. And I'm going to take another swipe at him. Does it count as sneak attack? Because he's
Oof. I would say you get sneak attack. I'm not going to give you flanking because he's prone.
because he's laying down. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Sneak attack.
He was focused on healing himself in the moment. See him, a couple of ribs kind of pop back into place. But I will give you sneak attack if you hit. 21 will hit it.
All right.
Of course,
You
a
do.
1. What the
It's
fuck?
still 9 points of damage as
Well,
you
it's nice.
stab into this creature with your rapier, and you would see just this line of, your rapier covered with red blood.
For my cunning action, I'm going to disengage and 1. I'm
Run
gonna
away.
push myself. Yeah,
All right.
right. So is this? I'm
That
pointing
is-
at the
that is
screen
the
like you
end-
know.
No, the end of the ravine essentially.
That's it. Yeah,
just
it's all right.
stops.
So I'm just gonna back myself up to the back of it.
All right. It is tight there. But yeah, that'll take us to Isabel.
Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna throw another axe, and I just want to say to y'all that remember I didn't steal anything from the Luck Shrine. I actually gave 3 coins. So that place is bogus. But great, I'm gonna press index.
14 just misses. As
Ah,
this thing
damn it.
kind of starts to glare at Callan, and it, without even looking up at you, just kind of holds up its hand, and you would see this kind of warble as your axe kind of stops right before it hits it, and it doesn't stop, but it kind of offsets its trajectory just enough to miss
Okay.
it, just barely.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do this turn right now.
All right.
All right. Yep,
I'll
that's it.
take us to Sarnak here. Watching Callan tumble away further up this ravine. Kind of the glow of green looking towards Callan. And it quickly darts around as Zadkiel, you are lying there right next to this creature. perfect opportunity as it lunges at you. Getting a 9 to hit with its first attack,
And this is
even with advantage. However, its second attack did get a natural 20
it's
because of advantage. As you take 12 points of slashing damage, as you would hear in your head,
wow.
red, red. It's all red. Taking us to Fang. Fang's gonna try and jump it. You're muted right now too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump across the chasm.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. I'll say a DC 10. Because it is something that's definitely within possibility of you.
7, of course.
All right. Give me a dexterity save. All right. With a natural 20, you make the jump across, but then the rocks kind of start to crumble down the side as you just barely kind of do make it. As you do slide down this ravine, but kind of with your climbing speed, you can clutch and grab the ledge as you just need to expend 5 more feet of movement, which you can easily do, and pull yourself up.
Great. So then I'm gonna try to attack him again with the longbow.
All right. A 19 will definitely hit. This thing is kind of right on top of Zadkiel, as it does 9 points of piercing damage. As it digs into like the top of its like shoulder. And no kind of noises other than like this light hissing. In your head you would hear, "I'm already red." Anything else for Fang?
Nope, you're gonna stay right there.
I'll take us to Alva.
All right. Alva is gonna use her wild shape.
All right.
She's going to transition into a giant wolf spider.
All right.
How do I do that?
You just tell me, and then if you have the token, you can drag the token there, but I can do it for you if you want.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. So.
I'm just gonna move your token aside, as you're a giant wolf spider, and you should have access to this character sheet of the wolf spider.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, so I'm able to easily climb down
Yeah.
this. Yeah. So I'm gonna climb down closer to what's the creature's name?
You didn't catch it.
Okay. So I'm just gonna climb down closer to the asshole who's giving us trouble.
His name's Sarn.
All right. And I want to try to. It looks like my action is bite.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yes.
Yeah, I want to bite.
Give me a
Oh.
bite attack from your Spooter's character sheet as you just morph
Okay.
into this spider the size of a person. I think that one's the size of a person. It might be the size of a dog. No, that one's the size of
I think
a
it's the
person.
size of a horse, right?
No, the other spider that you have is the size of a horse.
Oh, right. So it's a smaller
Underway.
spider, but it has different
This one's still
abilities.
as big as you were, but it's a spider. Getting a 20 to hit. Yeah, that will hit the
Whoa.
creature.
Either way, it's a giant spider.
Mhm.
Go and roll me some damage. And if you click on the bite in the chat window. As it takes 6 points of piercing damage. And as you puncture into it, you can actually feel the kind of carapace / rocky kind of hide that this has before hitting into the flesh. And it rolled a 6 on its constitution saving throw. So it is poison. It takes the poison damage. It doesn't get poisoned unless it's at 0. All right. As that, you would immediately see this red and rocky bump on its shoulder from where you bit into this creature.
So I'm sorry, I don't understand. What is he poisoned or no?
He took the poison damage. But this poison specifically, if it reduces them to 0, they do get the poison condition, and
Okay.
they are paralyzed. But he did not get reduced to 0.
Okay.
And actually,
What if someone else reduces him to 0 after me? Well, then will he be paralyzed?
no, it has to be the poison that reduces him to 0.
Ah, okay.
But something to think about. Anything else for Alva?
No, I don't think so.
All right, and before I forget, Zadkiel, I do need 2 Constitution saving throws. Both DC 10 to maintain concentration on your glowing,
okay.
burning sword. All right, as it is no longer glowing after this creature launched its attack against you. And that'll take us to your turn, Zadkiel, as you're on the ground being assaulted by this creature. Giant spider on the wall next to you, biting it. What you doing?
I am going to stand up
All right.
and look at my sword. And I'm going to look at Sarnath. And I'm just going to like wave my finger at him. And then I'm going to use my bonus action for Thunder Smite.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack.
As this wind starts to swirl around your blade.
I just do the attack before I do the smite, right?
Right. Because you have to hit with the weapon. 8 is going to be a miss, as that thunderous air just kind of wafts past it as the creature just ducks down looking up at you. And it's not reeling in pain as you would think it looks like it should be, but you do see its stony carapace kind of starting to crumble.
Do I lose that spell slot?
No? Well, you lose the slot, but you're currently
Oh.
focusing on that spell for a minute.
Oh, okay.
So that's your first level spell today. Anything else for Zadkiel?
Nope.
All
Just gonna
right.
stand there.
This is the first room. Taking us to Mel. Melancholia.
She's feeling a bit despondent, having missed everything, and she steps forward yet again and does Toll of the Dead
All
yet
right.
again.
Got a big 8 on its saving throw. It'll be the D12, as you would see this dark energy start to actually kind of swirl throughout the bottom of this chasm here and collect onto this creature as it kind of starts to creep up its legs, and you just see this black energy grasp him as he is looking rough, and he nearly drops to his knees for a moment there. Definitely legs start shaking.
Mhm.
Anything else for Mel?
Nothing much, but she does take a step forward to here,
All right.
and that's it for her.
I'll take us to Callan in the corner there.
Alan wiggles his fat ass against the back of the cabin and just sprints at full pace, screaming at the top of his lungs, and is going to try to plunge his rapier into the backside of
All
this
right.
thing.
You do have
Two-
flanking, and you do have sneak attack.
What's flanking give me? Plus
You
two?
plus two to hit.
Okay. Come on, baby.
Getting a 9 to hit. Unfortunately, trying to stab, you see this creature look at you and quickly kind of push itself to the side against the opposite side of the spider in this chasm, and nearly lunging towards Zadkiel, quickly pull back.
And with complete embarrassment, I'm going to use my cunning to
Roll
disengage.
away. All right.
And 1, 2, right back to the hole. I'm done.
All right, that'll take us to Isabel. Only one axe
Um,
left. One's down there, kind of against the wall, kind of clattered amongst the
I
rubble.
know. I'm gonna throw my remaining axe before I'm gonna throw my remaining.
All right.
So I will.
The natural 20.
Oh, thank you.
Finally, somebody rolls a hit.
I know. Wait,
You
didn't
guys have
Melancholia
rolled-
got one
Yeah, you
too?
guys have rolled
Oh, yeah.
hits.
Melancholia, we
It
were
was
getting
just that,
bad
that
rolls.
first turn was garbage.
It was garbage.
But
Say it for what it is.
Now you're doing good. With a natural
Okay.
20. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
And I do that just by clicking hand axe, right?
Yeah,
Just
click
wanna
hand
make
axe
sure.
in the
Okay,
chat
cool.
window. For 13 points of
Yes.
slashing damage. As
Finally.
what does it look like as you destroy this, or killing blow on this creature?
I look around and I just like, this has just been madness. And I look right at the creature and with all my might throw my remaining axe and hit him right in the green eye.
And as you kind of like looking around, following Callan after that stab, and you see it kind of like looking up and towards you, just right in that eye, as it splits open, you can see this kind of dark energy erupt from its eye as it pops, and this just kind of swirls around the space here. And you would hear whispers, unsure if it's in your head or just in general. You would hear whispers kind of scatter throughout the room. Just red, red, red. Just that red over and over again. As this creature is dead. We'll get out of the initiative there.
Oh.
Did I search the half-eaten body?
Sure. I would say, Callan, now that, like, you see the body down there and broken bridge right in front of you, you do see a little kind of cubby hole behind some of the broken boards of this bridge.
Can I check for traps?
Yeah, give me an investigation check. While Callan's looking around for traps and loot, what are the rest of you guys doing down here? Alva,
Zad
you're a
watch.
spider. Zadkiel, you're down here.
Yeah, Zad looks at his sword as its thunderous power waves away, and he realizes I should be more careful with the uses of my spell slots. He realizes kind of fucked up, and he leans against the side of the wall. And he says, I thought they were bugbears.
You alright there, Sad?
Yeah, they definitely weren't. I know you're having a crisis, but would you be able to throw my axes back up here? I only have 2.
One of them is lodged in the creature's skull still, and the other one is
Yeah.
kind of clattered on the side of the
Whoever, sorry,
embankment there.
not to put
Sorry.
not to put it on you, Zad, but like anybody, any of you at any convenience, if you could just bring them back up, that'd be great. I just don't really want to get stuck down there.
Nope, I got it.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll do it.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. I really do.
Yep, sure.
I think I've also, if you can find it, I also got an arrow I think in that guy. I'm running low on arrows now.
So Zad's just gonna pull out the hatch as best he can out of the
Okay.
skull. He's gonna
You
put
can
his
you can
boot-
retrieve the
Mhm.
arrow and the 2 hand axes. And double checking something. Zadkiel, while you're down there, you do see those 2 goblin corpses to the south as well, and right next to you, kind of half buried underneath the kind of this escarpment, is that half-eaten body.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. The half-eaten body.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Actually, yeah. Half-eaten, humanish body. Give me an investigation check. And Callan, no traps in this little kind of cubby hole, and you can see a board just kind of loosely fitting over it. You can probably just pry that right off.
That's what I'll do.
All right. All right. And Zadkiel,
Nice.
you do see the hand that's remaining on this creature does seem to be well worked. Not the hands of a noble by any means. And around its neck, you do see a carved wooden pendant shaped like a unicorn's head. Nothing else of interest on the half-eaten body. However, in this cubby hole, Callan, you do see a beaten and rugged footlocker in this cubby hole.
All right. Is it locked?
It looks like it might have been at one point, but the lock has been easily broken off. Like it doesn't shut all the way. It's warped due to like water damage or whatever age. It might have been an okay chest at one point, but it is just a worn footlocker. The lid just kind of half open. It is not locked.
Let's make it from half open to fully open.
All right. You do see numerous coins, a few gemstones in it of malachite, 3 vials, one of them with a familiar red liquid, one with a, just double check, I don't want to lie to you about what color these are.
The 3 vials of red liquid, or just one vial?
One of them is red.
One.
One of them looks like it has a few toenails in it, just clear liquid with a couple of toenails kind of lingering. And then the other one has looks like it has some string within this yellow, clear, translucent yellow concoction.
Can Isabella see where I'm at? Because she's the only other scumbag. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Can
sure.
I try
You're
to
right below her.
Can I try to palm the coins and the gemstones so she doesn't see me?
Give me a sleight of hand check. Isabel's a little distracted by Zadkiel getting her axes.
Oh Jesus!
But yes! Isabel, you would definitely notice that Callan's hands are entering into a cubby hole in the side and just pulling something shiny.
Hey, Callan, what you got?
Nothing.
What's over there?
I got 3 vials and some toenails. You can have the toenails.
Look like a lot of nothing. That doesn't look like a lot of nothing. You get up here.
You're not my supervisor.
You share with the group.
Back off.
Callan, as you are picking up all these coins and putting them into your coin purse yourself, you do notice a dusty scabbard, silver chased scabbard of a longsword, it looks like.
Oh.
Oh there, church boy, I think we found something for you.
May I see it?
Take it, and I just wave it in the air. Look what I found!
Well, if he'll give it to you, he goes into
Sad,
places.
Kind of limps over and says, "May I see the blade?"
I don't know. May you? I meant, yeah, here you go. I just try to hand it right over.
And I would inspect it, see if there's any properties Besides just being a longsword.
You can give me an Arcana check, but looking over it, the on the hilt itself, you would see fancily inscribed the name Talon inscribed onto it, and its hilt is worked in the shape of kind of a bird of prey wings, outspread wings there. You can give me a history check too if you want.
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
sucked
and if you pull out the sword's in perfect condition. Scabbard is usable. Obviously, hasn't been used in some time.
Alright. Zad will say, it's a bit used, but I like it. Do you mind if I give it a shot?
No, that's what
Somebody-
sharing is for.
someone should
good
get more
man,
used
Cal.
to that. Someone should get more used to that. Sorry, one
Callan's
question.
a good man.
I agree with Church Boy.
Self compliment.
Zad's gonna say, so I'm gonna heal myself one more time, but that's all I got. So I start
Fine.
getting beat up.
Wait, no. I
Also,
can heal you if you come back up here. I can heal you a little bit.
Let Zod take care of himself. I'm the one that's all fucked up.
Yeah, help. We need to help Cal.
I'll help myself. Somebody help Callan.
Okay, so how the hell are you guys gonna come up here? Yeah, you got a rope you can throw up?
Do I have a rope?
I've got a
I
silk
can climb
rope.
up easily, but I have a question. Am I able to help anyone else up?
100%. You are a
Oh.
spider the size of a person.
Oh,
With your sticky little legs. But you can't speak in this form. You can only
Oh,
look
okay.
outside.
Okay, so my spider form is gonna kind of slowly make her way over to Callan.
Would I have seen her change into the spider?
No, you would have just seen this giant spider just crawl its way over the ledge
Oh,
towards
great.
you. But it seemed to be biting the creature and hasn't attacked you while you were searching the footlocker.
Did someone lose their pet? They're really fucking ugly pet.
I'm gonna turn in a half circle and present my back so you can piggyback right on me.
But is that why I know why you're presenting your backside to me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, spider. Don't swing that way.
I think it wants you to ride it, Callan. That came out incorrect.
Yeah, this is just digging a hole.
One of these people saw me turn into a spider. Like one of you
Mel
knows.
and Isabel and Fang, 100, and even Zadkiel.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Zadkiel you didn't,
I'll
but
know.
Isabel, Fang,
I'll
and
say-
Mel
that
definitely
was still
saw.
down there.
I'll be like, don't be rude. That's Alva. Get on her back. She's trying to probably get you up. Also, did Zad pick up the necklace?
I have it in my possession.
All
Okay,
right,
good.
noted.
I just want to make sure.
Cal would climb on top of the spider's bum.
And it's a little awkward because the spider, you're wider than the spider is, so that it is a little bit harder to. You can't really quite ride the spider, but it can help pull you up easily.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna help pull Callan up out of the chasm.
Make sure you pull on the other side. Like that side.
I'm just.
that's
Oh,
right,
on the.
Mark
Oh,
can
okay.
jump.
Yeah, so we can check out that. Well, I can check out that wall.
Spider, you may help me as well if you'd wish.
Yes. All right, so I'll help Callan, and then I'm gonna go back down and help
Alright.
Zad out as well.
Fair enough.
And then.
And there's no one else that's down there, right?
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Isabel and Mel
No.
are on the other side, though.
Yeah, we are on the other side, though. Mel, do we have a way that we want to go over,
There's
or
a
are
bridge to
we?
the south.
There's another bridge, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Fang,
I was
Fang,
just
did you
realizing
know there was another bridge before you took that big jump?
I did.
He's like, I wanted to do it. So
I wanted to do it. This is D&D. Okay, Mel, how about you and I? We just go and cross the other bridge.
It's also less movement to just jump across.
Yeah, Mel would have just saw that the bridge was out and walked around back to this bridge and to walk across.
All right. Yeah, as you walk across
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna do that
bridge,
too.
it does kind of creak a little bit. It seems to be very hastily made. The boards and stuff look like they're in good condition. It's just not, because you could easily tell, like, with a quick pull of a couple of boards, the entire thing would tumble down. And 20 feet down here, you would see the body of those two goblins mangled
Okay.
and crushed in the bottom of this chasm.
Okay, so are you requesting a roll from
No,
either of
I'm
us
just
to
letting
go
you
over?
know that
Okay.
what you know.
Okay,
Okay.
You would
I can go back and help them out instead of them trying to go over this bridge.
Yeah, they walk across it easily enough.
We
Yeah,
we
Oh,
made
okay.
it across.
it's no
just
trouble. It's
curious.
just you know that it could easily be like the bridge that Callan was crossing. You might think actually maybe it wasn't Callan that broke the bridge, but the creature actually pulled a few boards out and made the bridge fall.
Oh. I'm
Um,
wondering if we should check out the other bodies that are here, because now,
And you do
sorry,
see a
DM,
kind of
but it's been mentioned
hallway
twice.
to the right as well.
Yeah.
Alva is gonna change back into her tiefling form.
All right.
Can I check the stonework that he was talking about?
Yeah.
And I've got so I read this, but I don't like.
It lets you pretty much have knowledge about said, like, who made the stone, where did it come from, how long did it take, stuff like that. So you know about the who, like, maybe even the specific stonemason and stuff like that.
All right. So do I have to
And
do a history
So
check?
you can give me a history check. But if you want to actually further inspect the stonework, yeah, it's probably some shitty human stonemason, not dwarven. It's garbage. But Isabel, what were you saying about?
Yeah, I
we
was
glossed
just
over that?
because you said there were the two bodies at the bottom when Melancholy and I were like
Yeah.
going across.
Well, that was one of the first things you guys saw when you came in here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna survey the team. Do we want to check those bodies out? Or do we think it's cool we could just leave them?
Why would you check bodies of goblins?
Well, just because if we had the one body and it had a unicorn pendant on it, maybe the goblins that are there have something to do with what's been going on here. We don't know that yet. We don't know too much about the cave.
Are you just trying to get more loot?
That's what she's trying.
Listen, that's always a possibility. I'm never gonna, I'm never gonna say no to more loot. Like,
Make sure she shares what she finds.
You really
like
think
somebody
she's gonna share?
else. It'd be
Well,
cool
here-
somebody else shared what they found, but like whatever.
You guys are yelling like 70
Yeah,
feet
we're
away.
yelling
Yep.
all across the
Love
It's
it.
cave.
echoing across.
Uh-huh.
You,
100%. But there would be this kind of cool breeze kind of actually dampening any noise in here, oddly enough. Isabel, if you want, you can give me a perception check.
I would love that. Thank you.
And does Zadkiel
wait,
point
wait.
out the two sections of wall?
Oh,
Yes.
They look like goblins dressed in rags. So Zadkiel, if you come up here and point out the two areas of wall that you notice, and there's several barrels and crates in here, just seems like a storeroom of sorts. One of them would probably be kind of half popped open, one of these barrels filled with apples. But Callan, well, Zadkiel would point out the northeastern wall and that kind of corridor almost, kind of like a dip. And then the western wall here. Both of them seem to have kind of sections. And as he pointed out, yeah, they seem a little rougher.
We check for secret doors or anything
Yeah,
out
give
of
me,
the
give me
ordinary.
an investigation check.
Alva's gonna move closer into the room where Zad and Callan are.
All right.
She's curious.
Spending
Like
which one are you searching?
This one.
All right. Spending the better part of a minute looking over that. You would notice very faintly in the corner of the wall a couple of hinges. And you can kind of actually almost make out, looks to be a place where you can kind of slightly grab it to pull it open, as this is a secret door.
I'm just gonna pop it open. I'm not gonna say anything to anyone. I'm just gonna pop it open.
Let me double check. It might be...
I'm just gonna.
Isabel's gonna move towards all the commotion because she rolled very poorly on her perception.
Fair enough. Yeah, you said there were just 2 goblin bodies. You didn't see anything great on it.
So, was it worth it? We're looking at dead goblins?
It's always worth it, Bang.
And Callan pushes it open. Or pulls open the door.
Well, does it, how? Well,
It's a... it'd
how
be a- it'd be
it
a
doesn't
pull.
pull or push. It's one or the other. So
It looks like it could actually go. It could actually go either way.
Oh.
It's a swingy boy.
Oh, a swingy, tricky door.
I'm going to pull it towards me.
All right.
So it doesn't.
Opening it up, you do see what looks to be a...
Beholder.
No.
No.
God.
No.
You would see a door across from it, a wooden and kind of steel reinforced door across from this.
Follow me.
What did you find?
Oop.
Yeah, he's gone. Isabel follows.
Yeah, we just follow everyone, I
And-
guess.
Cal, you
Cal
make
is
your way
following.
into this short hallway with
What
another
is
door
this?
to the south. The door to the south seems a little more ornate and has a little bit of filigree around the frame. Seems to have a little bit of a patina on it.
And what about the door to my?
The door to your right seems like
Yeah.
a reinforced wooden door.
Can I check to see if it's locked?
Yeah. You check the handle. It is locked, and you do see a keyhole in said.
I'll take my thieves' tools out and try to pick that lock.
All right, give me a sleight of hand
Ooh.
check.
Right. Oh, sorry.
You're good. All right, with a 15. As right after Callan told you guys to follow him, he kind of stops in this hallway, looks around, starts working on this door across the way. Is there anything you guys would like to do while Callan's working on this door? It'll take about a minute.
Oh, just wait for Fang.
Yeah.
Hey.
Waiting's
Hey.
perfectly good option.
Check in with Zad.
Zad's gonna sheath his long sword he was using and get Talon ready. He's gonna try it out. We get to it.
It seems like a nice, very well weighted blade.
Yeah, he
Has
likes
a
the feel of it.
little sapphire in the pommel as well.
He feels very balanced.
And even
Isabel
though like
will-
the scabbard or the sheath does seem aged, the sword looks perfectly like it was just forged yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday.
Nice. Zad looks at Isabel and he said, "May I help you?"
Isabel says, you did all right back there.
Not really.
Lying through her teeth. Like, no, you know what? We all sometimes tumble, but you know what? Just know you can get back up.
Do you want this necklace or something?
Mm,
I'm not gonna say no.
Here.
It's like a wooden carved head of a unicorn on it, on just a thin loop of like fishing twine.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
Cool. Do you have anything else?
No, and that was a test.
To be
It's
honest,
fail.
to be honest, I just wanted to make sure you were all good, but thanks for the necklace.
I don't believe you, but you're welcome.
That's I don't know, art like okay, whatever. Thanks for the necklace. Glad you're okay now.
You're welcome.
Callan, what's going on with that door?
Yeah.
And as you ask that, kind of like finishes that, you hear that click and pop as some tumblers get finished. He's having a conversation. As the door is unlocked.
Yay.
As
Sorry, my ungrateful fetus.
looked like he was pretty grateful to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he
he's a good
did
kid.
too.
He's a super good kid.
Yeah.
Aww. He
Uh,
seemed cute.
And after Alva asked about the door being, how's that door going? Callan, you do unlock said door pretty easily. This seems like a recently installed lock, so no rust damage to it. Seems pretty appropriate. Gotta give another hug. Jeez.
No, this time
Oh.
it's the wife. It's the whole fucking family today. Go to bed.
Oh,
You have people that care about you? How dare
Yeah, I
you.
don't know.
oh yuck. No.
She just realized I was on camera and she was like, "Yep,
Too late.
Oh.
Too late. We already saw her.
So cute.
I don't
I
love
got
you
this
that
one.
much."
That's it.
But she just shut the fucking lights off on me. I'm sorry.
What a loving family. I
She's
love
busting
that.
my balls.
I love
Okay,
this.
so the door's recently. All right, so I said, Zad, come on over. Come into your church for. I'm gonna push down a little bit. Oh, I didn't know that opened.
Yeah, you can click on these if you want to
Okay.
shut the door or not. You know,
I just opened the door.
yeah.
So
So just calls Dad over and open the door.
yeah, I stepped behind. I'm like, after
Dad,
you,
can we
church
stand
boy.
in front of this door for a second?
Yeah, so pretty much anytime that anytime you approach a door, it's gonna have that lock symbol on it. And after you inspect it and I tell you it's unlocked, I'm just gonna remove that lock symbol so you guys can
Ooh.
do what you want with it. But kind of creaking the door open to have Zad enter the room first. You would see in this room racks of weapons lining the walls of this chamber: spears, swords, crossbow bolt. You do see a dozen dirty red cloaks kind of hanging from hooks right by the door.
Hmm.
It seems like a small armory.
Can Zad take the crossbow and some bolts? Can Tally use the
Yeah,
crossbow?
100%. There are 6 light crossbows and 8 quivers holding 20 crossbow bolts each.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna take one of them and one of them quivers.
You can easily take one.
What do you
And I
find in
just,
there?
Yes,
Anyone?
sir.
As Zadkiel starts like rummaging around through some weapons.
Alva
yeah.
hears and
There's
moves
some nice
closer.
stuff in here, guys.
Yeah,
Come
we'll
check it
all
out.
go closer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fang's gonna move in.
Is there enough room for all of us to be in there?
There's exactly enough room for all 6 of you guys to be in there.
Nice.
Can you give me a little pat on the bum and heal me a bit? Seeing as I'm dying.
Yeah, sure. Fang's gonna go. And he's gonna touch him on the shoulder.
Oh, I said me
He's gonna
bum.
do-
Yeah, he said the
Run.
bum. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Zad will say, "We can use this stuff now, but we should probably return it when we're done."
Yeah.
I'm kidding. These probably the weapons of our enemies.
Oh,
Army.
church boy
You
making
good
a
there,
joke.
Markel?
So I don't know. Oh, would I have seen the red cloaks?
Yeah, it's right next to the doorway there, and yeah, like I said, there's 12 spears in here, 6 short swords, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, and 8 quivers holding 20 crossbow bolts each, as well
I don't know
as
about.
a dozen dirty red cloaks.
I don't know about you lads, but maybe we should take the cloaks. They're talking about that creature was saying red, red, red. Might do us some
Red.
good.
Yeah, maybe we should.
I-
Yeah,
upgrade. I
I
agree.
agree.
That is a good point, Cal.
Wear the cloak again.
What's that?
Said wear the cloak.
Wear it?
This guy, wear it.
Wear it.
This-
Yeah.
this guy-
Yeah. I was just gonna put it in my backpack and take it out if I need it, like a bull. But all right, yeah.
Nah, let's wear them.
Now we look like a team, guys.
Ugh, gross.
No Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Isabel will put on the cloak. Is there? So you
This
said
really
what else was?
clashes with my skin tone.
It does.
I think you look
It
great.
really does. I mean,
Oh,
even
no.
even Fang,
magenta
yellow
is
and
a
red.
common. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
Nice.
see. I could see Fang wearing it.
She looks fine. She's. I'm sorry.
So you all take a cloak and drape it over yourselves. They're all pretty dirty and grody, muddy. There's no laundry service here. They're worn cloaks, holes in them, but they're there.
Bang, why did you convince me to wear this? This is disgusting.
Oh, I just suggested that we use them for disguise. You don't have to.
I don't know. It might be a good idea.
As Callan, as he dons himself with this cloak, casts mage armor on himself.
Finally.
Finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mel doesn't take one because it's just too large for her.
You would see
the
some.
cloaks.
They're not all sized for humans. Some of them would be sized for
Petite, extra, extra small.
smaller, like short, probably not super small. But Callan, you would actually see a couple that fit you pretty well, like your height.
Zadkiel somehow makes a dirty cloak look like it's supposed to be dirty and cool and fashionable.
Yeah.
And
I make
it
have to look
perfect
dirty
light
and grungy.
shines on him. Yeah.
What else was in there? You said some
There's
swords,
some short swords, spears, long swords, crossbows, and crossbow bolts. If you want, you can give me a investigation check
Yeah, I'll do that.
as you're eyeing things over. They're weapons.
So
Would that investigation check also cover if there was anything valuable or gold?
Yep.
Damn.
is there? It's only crossbow bolt. There's no arrows
There's
in
no
that room.
arrows.
Damn.
Weird question. Are we supposed to be keeping track of our arrows?
I would like you to.
I will start.
I've been slowly.
Sorry.
doing it.
I think,
That's
I
why I'm
think you
saying
shot
that I
like
was
4
low
or
on the
something.
arrows.
Or if you want, we can say you started this dungeon full. Because you did make it to town. Barthens could have, or well, you guys didn't go to the Coster.
Nope.
Barthens might have a few arrows that she could have given you guys.
Alright.
So Fang, if you want to give yourself like 10 more arrows, that's fine.
That's fine. I think I got 13 left for now.
All right.
Time to check.
But yeah, that is what you find in this room with a door at the end of the hall. And
I'll expect that one.
Everyone except for Mel donning some cloaks.
Yeah,
guess
Mel
so.
Yeah.
will take the cloak, but just fold it and put it in her bag.
All right. Fair enough. So, yeah, Cal, door. What you doing with
Cool.
that?
I'm going to investigate it. Perhaps locked, anything.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. This is an aged door. Very ornate, but there are no locks on it. There's no place for a lock. It just has a door that would swing inward or outward the other way of you. But it does have kind of like a little bit of tarnished copper around it. It's ornate. There's no lock. There's no trap. I'd say with that investigation, you would notice in the kind of tarnished copper filigree some symbols of swords along it as well. just very faded to time.
I would relay that back to everyone behind me.
Okay, so how do we open that door?
Boom.
As Callan opens the door, Cal looking in here, you can see 3 large stone sarcophagi standing within this desolate crypt. You do see several skeleton remains just kind of scattered across this place in here. Some of them have rusty mail, some of them propped up against the walls, it looks like, almost as if they're kind of guarding this place. You do see kind of false columns along the walls in here, kind of carved into the image of spreading oak trees. You do see a double door in the southeast corner, sheathed in that similar tarnished copper plate, maybe a little even more ornate. And there's a door on the door on the northeast as well. A smaller door similar to the one that you just entered.
Callan walks up to one of the sarcophagi, slaps it. Who wants to go shopping?
You're not. You're not
me.
gonna rob the dead, are you?
Me?
Well, it's not really robbing if they're dead, right, Isabel?
Of course not. Isabel runs next to Callan.
You're telling me that you're gonna desecrate the dead.
Listen, Fang. Whatever they have in here, they don't need anymore. Right, Callan?
Wait,
They don't need any more. Yeah.
I don't think it's right.
It is not.
Church boy, you don't think anything's right.
Guys, we're really losing a lot of focus here.
I agree with Zed on that one. You don't desecrate the dead. Would you like if someone went to your grave when you're dead and to take all of your stuff?
Listen, we're in an unknown place. We know nothing that's going on. We're investigating. We need
Exactly.
to...
You know nothing. It could be cursed.
Find out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, you would
Isabel
see three sarcophagi. The 2 on the left do depict kind of like men holding swords on the left side. On the right side of the room, you would see looks to be a female warrior form holding a sword like that. And as soon as you start to like look about and see which one to open up first, Mel enters the room. And as Melancholia enters the room, the bones start to rattle and shake as they animate and stand up, wielding rusty blades, all of them. As there are 6 skeletons in here.
I didn't touch anything. It was Callan.
Let me... And we're gonna roll some initiative there.
Oh, shit.
As...
Not... Oh, but nice. 23.
Oof.
Oh no, the 23 is investigation. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oof.
that was
Oof.
previous.
Oof.
There you go.
Still good. Still okay.
Who we missing?
It's me. I'm waiting for my character sheet to load. Hold on.
Click your character sheet 10 more times. It loads 10 times faster when you do that.
No, don't actually do that.
Oh.
Yeah, don't actually do it.
No.
Do it, I dare you.
I did it.
I'm sorry.
Do you
Now
feel
I'm
good about doing it
frozen.
though? Oh no!
I'm sorry.
But
But on
Oh my
that note,
god, it's fucking Dia de los Muertos, and I can't find my goddamn initiative button.
but that would be a good
Boy.
spot for us to take our 5-10 minute break as skeletons animate as soon as Mel walks in the room. Like, after you guys came into this crypt after finding a small armory, some of you donning cloaks, as you were discussing the merits of looting this crypt versus not, these skeletons These bones started to animate surrounding you with their, some wielding rusty, broken blades. All of them have scraps of armor. And that's where we're going to start with Callan. Top of the round. Top of the
Alright.
round to you.
Draw my rapier and drive right into this one.
All right, charging.
Get the sneak attack, right? Because
You
I
will
gotta.
have the sneak attack because Alva's right there.
Oh, God damn it!
But a 10 is going to be a miss as you try and drive your rapier in. If it had flesh on it, that would have been a great hit as you stab right into its ribs. And as you like think to like try and twist, it just kind of like you twist out and pull out some bits of armor scrap.
Balls. And then I'll use cutting action to disengage. So that was one. I could cut through people, right?
Every person you move through counts as 10 feet of movement.
Ooh.
So it's difficult terrain moving through your allies.
So 1, 2. Can I move to here? Can I jump up on top of that?
Yeah, you can definitely jump on top of a sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus, and then boom.
As it breaks and a zombie erupts from it, grapples you. No, it's a sturdy stone coffin.
Ruthless.
Sarcophagus.
I'll stop there and say, "Good thing we didn't open those up." I'm done.
All right, that will take us to Alva as one of these skeletons animates right next to you, standing up. Bones are mostly in place. What you doing?
Okay, I have a question. Just 'cause I've never played this before.
I might have an answer.
I'm not really. I'm not really sure the difference between, I mean, fighting like something like this. Like they're undead, right? So they're skeletons.
They are skeletons.
So I don't know. Would like bludgeoning? Would all their bones just break apart?
Maybe. I don't know. Do you want to find out?
Oh. Yeah.
Real helpful.
Scaring me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I mean maybe. I'm gonna tell you maybe. But if you want to try, go for it.
You tell me maybe.
Mhm.
All right. I don't know. There's just not a lot of room in here. I was gonna become
close quarters, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna become a bull, but then I was like, man, I'm just gonna run into everybody.
Bull in a china shop.
All right. Okay, Alva is going to use her quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Against the one who's like diagonal to me right here.
Just going for a good whack.
Going for a good whackety whack.
Give me that whack.
Wait, what's the difference between these two quarterstaffs I have? One has one.
One-handed or two-handed. So if you have a shield, you're using it one-handed, which you do have a shield. So you are using it. It is the one-handed that you're gonna be clicking on.
Okay.
The damage is different. So if you use a quarterstaff two-handed, it does 1d8 damage. If you use it one-handed, it does 1d6. So it's a slight improvement, but shield's much more valuable. With a 20, whacking down, cracking it across the skeleton. Yeah, roll me some damage. 20 definitely hits. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As, yeah, your inkling as to, hey, these are just bones. Bludgeoning damage might do more. It certainly does, as it seems doubly effective as you crunch down onto it, breaking through one of its shoulder blades and into its ribs as it drops its bladed sword on the ground, and it almost nearly shatters the entirety of this skeleton, but it is still standing. Anything else for Alva?
Okay, so I don't have any more actions, right? Like I can't.
Unless you can bonus action wild shape, and you might have a spell or two, but that's about it.
So if I use a bonus action, it has to be for a wild shape.
Well, certain things that you can do are bonus actions. So for you, wild shaping is a bonus action. I think like healing word, if you have that,
Yeah.
that's a bonus action. There's a couple other
Mm.
spells here and there that can be a bonus action, or that are a bonus action. But I'm not saying you have to do a bonus action and do those things. If you don't want to do those things, you don't have to do those things.
Okay. I think
Hold,
that
hold your
will.
ground there.
I'll hold my ground here. Yeah.
All right. That'll take us to Fang as the skeleton's animated right next to you. What are you doing?
Can I move Hunter's Mark to the skeleton right beside me?
What is the duration of Hunter's Mark?
I think it's an hour. Wait a second.
If it's an hour, then 100%. I would say if it's 10 minutes or less, then no.
Where the hell was it?
I just raised my hand.
You might be right. Yeah, you can raise your hand. I see you.
Does Hunter's Mark, is that strictly for Fang, or is that for anyone with a ranged
It's
weapon?
strictly for Fang.
Okay.
It's his mark. In fact, you guys don't. It doesn't even like see it. Yeah, it is an hour. So yeah, you can.
All right, so I'm gonna move it to this one right there. And if I attack with my sword, I have to remove my the fighting style archery.
We can just ignore it. I mean, you don't have to unclick it. It's fine. Because it's a +2. It's easy to the way it shows up in Roll20. We can just ignore it. If it's easier for you to not have it checked.
No, it's easier to
just leave it. Like same thing with
ignore
like
it.
the sneak attack from Callan. If you have that still clicked when you don't have sneak attack, it's easy to ignore because your damage is there.
All right, so not being able to get his bow, he's gonna use his short sword.
All right. Getting a 9 to hit. Unfortunately, trying to stab into it, you just get bits of metal scraps and you're kind of tangled up in your blade.
Really move.
No.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stay there because I can't really do anything else.
All right, that will take us to these lovely skeletons. As this one will kind of walk around here, and these three will start to surround all of you. As one of them is going to try and stab out at Fang, just almost like instinctually. Getting a natural 20 to hit.
Ouch.
As you take 5 points of piercing damage. This one kind of walking around the other skeleton lumbers towards Zadkiel and goes to lash out, getting a 9 to hit as you easily deflect it with your shield. And down here, the one that Alva just whacked with her quarterstaff, using its kind of bony parts, no longer having that sword there, is going to kind of just lunge out with its shoulder bones towards you. Getting a 23 to hit. As Alva, you take 8 points of piercing. And another one joins it. This one with an actual short sword. Going in for a lunge, getting a 10 to hit Alva. And it will miss as you easily just kind of brush it to the side with your shield or quarterstaff. And
I'm sorry, how many hit points did I take?
5 from the bony shoulder check, essentially. And the other one down here goes and just kind of rushes towards Isabel, getting a 10 to hit. While the last one, seemingly not having any space there, is just kind of reaching out over towards it, across the side of the one in front of it.
Sorry, Steven, I haven't been hit in a while.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything I forget? Do I have to click?
It didn't hit you. It got a 10.
It didn't. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Sorry, y'all.
You're good. Your AC is 15, so
I didn't mean to be like, I haven't been hit in a while, so I don't know how this works.
don't
But
worry, it'll happen soon.
thank you.
Uh,
No.
that'll take us to your turn, Isabel. As this
Oh my
thing, you
goodness.
easily just it just hits your armor as deflected off easily enough. What you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the one right south of me with the greatsword, and I'm gonna say to it, I wasn't actually going to take anything.
It doesn't even
And
seem to recognize that you're talking.
yeah.
12 unfortunately just misses. As you swing your great sword, it just kind of grazes across the bones of this skeletal humanoid.
Damn it. Right, that's all I can do.
All right. I'll take us to Zadkill.
All right. Zad is going to actually would I be able to throw my holy water
Yeah,
like at one?
100% you can throw holy water. That's what you do with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at the shoulder guy.
Oh, you're throwing it across the corner. It will be at disadvantage because you are in melee, though. So whatever check you're going to make will be at disadvantage because throwing as something is kind of stabbing at you.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about the shoulder guy that was attacking Alba. Is that
Yeah,
still?
yeah, you're in melee
That's still
though
man.
because there's a
I'm
creature
still.
attacking you.
I'm in. I got you.
Yeah,
You know what?
so
It's gonna
any
be
ranged
just.
attack you make
Yeah.
throwing something is going to be made at disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna
But
be risking
100%
all
holy
that.
water does do stuff.
Can I move?
You can move past you. You can walk. You see Callum behind you standing atop this sarcophagus. You could move past him and stand on top of the sarcophagus yourself. Every movement past a ally will count as 10 feet as opposed to 5. But he'll let you scooch by.
But you know what? After all of that shit, Steven, I'm just gonna whack the guy right next.
Yeah, I get that. The guy that stabbed out at you.
Yep, with my new long sword.
All right. Getting a natural 1 as you go to stab out at this. The blade is surprisingly light, and you swing out the skeleton in front of you kind of almost you swear for a second it smiles at you as it kind of dueling style hand raises up and clings against your sword. It's going to be a miss.
Yep. That's
Anything else for Zad?
Yep, that's it.
All right, taking us to Melancholia in the back of the room in here.
Yeah, so she sees the battle happening in front of her
Mm-hmm.
and seeing the line of skeletons of the 3, the one in the 4th in the back, she's going to throw a firebolt at.
The which one?
So that,
The one in the backpack?
yeah.
All
that
right.
one.
Kind of peering through your allies, launching a firebolt. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Getting a 10 to hit, that is going to be a miss, unfortunately, as kind of with everything in the way in here, hard to make a good line for your bolt of fire to shoot as it kind of hits the side of the sarcophagus there. Anything else for Mel?
No, that's it for Mel.
All right, back to the top of the round with Callan.
I'll take a step over and attack this one.
All right, kind of still kind of on top of the sarcophagus there, kind of lunging downward at it. I'll give you a +2 to hit for funsies.
Funsies.
So 16 will hit it.
All right.
For height, why not?
Another one.
That's
So
sneak attack.
7.
Well, it's only 1 to 6. Still
Yeah.
7 points of damage as you lunge through it and kind of pop a few ribs out of place as you stab into it.
I'll disengage and drop back 1.
All right,
And that'll
and you
be
just
it.
kind of do a stylish hop back onto the other side of the sarcophagus, taking us to Alva.
Okay, Alva's gonna yell out, "Everybody, stay out of my way!" And then I'm gonna wild shape into an elk.
All
Hey.
right. There isn't quite room for that. So for that, I'll still leave it up to you. You can still change into this elk. And it would push a couple of these skeletons away. I'm gonna have your elk make a strength check. And if it beats them, then actually, nah. We'll just let it happen. Yeah, you wild shape into an elk. I'm not gonna overcomplicate things. Let me bring your elk down here.
It's a big fucking elk.
Yeah, elks are big.
Have you ever seen an elk?
Are they 20 feet by fucking 20 feet? No. I've seen an elephant that big, but I've never seen an elk
Let me
that big.
give that token of vision.
A moose, maybe.
I mean, elks are pretty tall
This is
too.
pretty
All
fishy
right.
shenaniganing.
As there's a big elk there, can you see Alva still?
Yeah, I can see the elk.
All right. Can you see everything else?
Yeah, now I
Great.
can see it.
Great. As this elk erupts into the space here, ceiling here is pretty low, maybe about like 12 feet. So the elk has some room, but not a lot. Actually,
Okay,
the ceiling would
well,
probably be like 10 feet. So the elk doesn't have as much room. It still has to kind of bend down.
all right. I'm gonna ram these this line of skeletons in front of me. The 3 below me. Does that make sense? Do you know
I
what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Yeah.
right.
So to do that, it won't do any. I'll allow you to do one of two things. You can either make an athletics check if you're trying to push them away, or you can make an attack roll against all 3, and the damage is going to be split between all 3.
I'll do the attack roll.
Okay. Give me an attack.
So how do I do that?
Just make an attack roll with your ram. 20 will hit.
Nice. Nice.
And go ahead and roll me some damage as you slam your elk horns into these 3 skeletons here. And so they will each take a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
Is it doubly effective?
It is doubly effective, so it'll be
Nice.
16 divided by 3.
That's really complicated.
No, they just each take 5.
That was some creative.
And we're gonna round to that. Yeah, as you burst into all 3 of them, kind of tearing off a bunch of bones from these skeletal creatures. Anything else for Alva?
Hmm.
I mean, you got nowhere to move, and that's really all you can. That's the only other thing you
Yeah.
can do.
I was thinking that the
yeah.
skeleton bitches are up next, and they got to be pissed now. So
Nah,
we'll
you
see.
got Fangs. Fangs up next. Fang, what you doing?
I'm gonna try to attack this one again with a short sword.
All
Doesn't
right.
really have any choice.
Short sword away. A 13 just hits.
Oh,
All right.
As that is their armor class. as you deal 7 points of piercing damage to it, kind of just breaking bones as you're stabbing into this creature. Anything else for Fang?
I would move, but I'm stuck.
It just got even tighter in here.
Yep. So nope, I'm just gonna stay there.
All right, that will take us to skeletons. As one skeleton, one you attacked Fang is going to retaliate, getting an 11 to hit.
That's a hit.
Against Zadkiel, got a 21 to hit.
You got shit.
As you take 3 points of piercing damage. Just a little scratch. And then against... It's all going to go for the big elk. As the one downside about the elk, it doesn't have very good armor class. So getting a 22, a 16, a 10, and a 13 to hit against this elk. As they all hit, I believe. I think the elk's AC is 10.
Ooh.
Yes. They do all hit this elk. As you take 8, 7, 3, and 4. So 22 points of damage total.
Oh,
What if that's more points than I have? Am I dead?
Well, so the elk has 13 hit points. So the elk form fades away for 13. And
Okay.
then Alva, you're there,
Mm-hmm.
as you would take the remaining. So it was
What's left?
of what's left after the 13. So it was I 15, 18, 22. So you would take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
As Alva's form would revert with numerous scratches on it. And they will promptly move back up into space. Taking us to Isabel.
all right. I'm gonna take my greatsword and I'm gonna try and hit the one right in front of me.
Yeah.
Or south, yeah.
And you can see it not looking the best shape, nearly falling apart. After that elk slam of its horns.
Loving it.
Natural 20.
Finally! Oh my gosh.
What do you mean? You rolled a natural 20 last battle too.
Oh, it just feels like forever ago.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me some damage. And then if you wanted your bonus action, you can make another attack against the one next to it.
That's exactly what I
As
was
this
gonna
one
do.
shatters, bones go flying everywhere in the room.
All right, so I'm gonna use
Very nice.
my action surge.
Well, so you don't even have to use action surge. Because
Wait,
you
I
have,
don't?
Because you have Great Weapon Master, as a bonus action, you can make an extra attack. Just
I
because
gotta
because,
remember that somehow.
because you killed a creature or crit. Anytime you crit or kill a creature,
Right,
with
okay.
your great sword, you can make an extra attack as a bonus action.
So good.
Right, okay. Now I remember. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna the one diagonal from me.
Yeah,
Gonna
it
hit
would have
that
to
guy.
be that one anyways.
Yep.
To make
gonna
another
hit my
attack.
greatsword.
With a 20, that will hit it.
Oh. Oh.
As you deal 11 slashing, you're just continuing that swing, seeing Alva revert to her form hurt, kind of making sure they all stay back as bones go clattering for both those skeletons in one fell swoop. Anything else for Isabel?
No, I don't think I can do anything.
All right.
No.
You can,
So when
you can,
would I
you
use
can
something
move,
like
or if you want to action surge, you can, and use up your action and get an extra action.
I would like to use action surge.
Yeah, 100%.
and I'd like to attack the person or the skeleton south. So does that mean like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you wanted to be, actually, I meant to double check something. So I think cleave needs to be right next to it. On your turn, we score a critical hit with a melee weapon or kill a creature. Make a melee weapon attack. So it doesn't have that stipulation. So if you wanted to, you could be here. And if you happen to kill one of these two, you could. Well, actually, you can't because you used up your bonus action.
Ah, come on,
Nope.
come on, DM.
Nope. Anyways, you're moving there, swinging with your great sword again. A 17 will hit it.
Yep. Oh, and then right there.
For 7 points of slashing, and as you cleave into this one, sword kind of gets stuck right on its spine bones on its spine as
vertebrae.
Yeah,
it's a vertebrae.
It's backbones. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep.
It gets stuck on its vertebrae as it still remains standing. As you pull your sword free, it's there.
Oh god.
Anything else for Isabel? You still have movement if you want to move anywhere. Your call.
I think I'm actually good.
All
So I want to
right.
give people the opportunity to move. Or actually, no, I'm going to go diagonal one down just to give people the opportunity to move
I got
forward.
you. Yeah. Clearing up
Yeah.
the floor. That'll take us to
Cool.
Zadkiel.
Zad will come running down and take a swing at the one that.
All right. As you run away, those two skeletons will take attacks of opportunity against you.
Oh, can I go back?
This will be the one time I'm reminding you, Dan.
I know. I should know better. What the hell,
who's been
dude?
playing with me for a long time.
Long time.
About opportunity attacks.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, dude. Okay.
So as you go to run instinctually, you're like, nope, I'm in combat.
Yeah. And he takes like a almost cool dance step and like slashes backhand.
All right. With your new sword. It's so shiny. Getting a 24 to hit. That definitely hits. For 11 slashing damage, as it actually cuts a little smoother and a little better as you nearly cut this creature down in one fell swoop. Kind of stumbles and nearly drops down, but is still kind of half there. Anything else for Zad?
No, he just kind of see how to say, careful, Elva.
All right, that'll take us to Melancholia.
Mm-hmm.
As there's a couple less skeletons standing up now. And most of them seem to be nearly falling down.
Mm-hmm. Seeing this one over here, she's going to use...
Which one is this one?
This one. That one.
Top right?
Right beside my
Nope.
myself.
Yeah, we'll go with top right.
Oh, it's
And
up to you.
she's going
or
to
you
use...
could do if you had a different one in mind.
It's okay. And she's going to Toll the Dead.
All right. And it got a big 6 on its wisdom save. So we'll take that D12.
There we go.
All right, for 6 points of necrotic damage, as you would hear this subtle gong bell toll essentially as its bones begin to shake and just drop as it clatters to the ground. Bones no longer attached to each other bones. Anything else for Mel?
And with that, yeah, she's going to step through Fang to move to here.
All right. That'll take us to Cal.
All right. 1, 2. I'll take a swipe at him with my rapier.
All right.
Oh,
As bones are a rapier's worst enemy because there's no flesh to stab into, there's no tender bits, and you're not used to fighting skeletons. The skeleton perfectly positions its bones to avoid getting thrust with your rapier.
all right. I'm going to disengage and push all the way back to there.
All right. I'll take us to Alva.
All right. Alva's going to attack the skeleton diagonal to her.
Yeah, that is the one you first hit at the beginning of the combat with your
Yeah.
quarterstaff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my quarterstaff again.
All right. 10, unfortunately, is going to be a miss, as this thing has grown wise to the ways of your quarterstaff, and as you go to slam down on it, it just kind of grasps your quarterstaff with its skeletal hand, stopping you from harming it. Anything else for Alva?
I don't think I can do anything else.
All right. Well, if you want to move, it's a little precarious at the moment. Or if you have...
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. And we'll take us to Bang.
With the other one dead, I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark to this one.
All right.
Again, I don't have a choice, so I'm gonna do short sword. See if it can hit.
Yeah. 23 will definitely hit it. As you stab true and just right through that its breastbone as it splits the bones, and the rest of its bones fall there as that essentially the rib cage is still kind of stuck to your short sword for a moment before it slides off, as that one is now dead as well. Now it's re-dead. Dead again.
And I'm just gonna move right there on top of the
All right. Pounce on top of the
sarcophagus.
sarcophagi. Taking
Yep,
us to
and
these skeletons. Last ones, this one will lash out at Isabel, getting a 14 to hit. Which I think
That would miss.
just misses as it
Yep.
as it misses you. And against Alva, getting an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
As Alva, trying to defend yourself, just kind of slides across your quarterstaff right into your shoulder as you take 7 points of piercing damage. As I think Alva loses consciousness.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm unconscious.
As she falls down, bleeding out. That'll take us to Isabel.
I'm gonna take my good old great sword, and I'm going to. I'll see that Elva's down, and I'll go for the one just diagonal up for me. So like,
The one that just brought her down.
yeah, the one that the the bugger that just brought you
That
down.
just stabbed her in
Um,
the shoulder chest.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Nat 20 again. Jeez.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh,
Stealing all
where
the-
were these
Stealing
earlier?
all the luck. That'll definitely hit
And then
for 12 points of damage. And as it pulls the blade out of Alva, you just come across with your greatsword, slamming into it. And now as a bonus action again, you could make another attack.
yes, I'm gonna take a bonus action
As
with
you're bringing
the
that swing
bugger
back
behind
around
me.
to the other guy behind you. Missing though, as it kind of brings its short sword to parry yours.
And I will stay where I am,
All right.
and I'll end my turn.
That'll take us to Zadkiel. Moment after calling out for Alva to look out.
No. I have to be proficient in medicine stabilizer, right?
No.
No.
Anyone
Okay,
can try to stop someone from dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Some people are
stabilize.
better at it.
I'll try.
Give me a medicine check. With a 6. She seems to have multiple wounds she's bleeding from, and you try and stop the bleeding, but you can't. And that is your action.
Yep. And that'll just say, "Someone help." Be into his turn.
All right. Taking us to Melancholia.
Melancholia sees what's happening and she says, Yamoju? Mate, Yamoju, Garete Vam? And she steps forward. And she's going to use Healing Touch.
All right. Or Cure Wounds or Healing Word?
Your wounds.
Okay. The one that you have to touch them. I gotcha.
Yeah.
As you heal Alva for 10 points of healing. That is a heal.
Zad looks at Melancholia almost with tears in his eyes and says, "Thank you."
So do my hit points go back
have
up?
10 hit points now. As you feel this odd warmth, but also cold touch as breath enters you and eyes blink open. Zadkiel and Melancholy looking over you. Anything else for Mel?
When she did the touch, she said stoyat, which means to stand.
Okay.
It's a command to stand.
Gotcha.
And that was it.
I'll take us to Cal.
Gonna pull a Han Solo. Gonna 1, 2, 3.
All right. Hopping
Back
around.
up.
Checkers.
Yep. There we go.
23 to hit.
He's got a right on the bitch.
Yay!
As you stab upward into it, piercing its skull up, bringing it off of its body, as the rest of the bones, still kind of animating for a brief moment, kind of fall forward, going in an attack motion towards Isabel. But it does fall, and you have a skull at the end of your rapier.
What? I'm helping.
Woo!
And with all of these skeletons now in shambles on the ground in here, what are you doing? Alva, you're awake again.
Alva turns to Melancholia and says, "Thank you."
That is nothing. You kill things, I heal things. All's good.
What a coincidence. We steal things. Gonna sheathe my
Yeah.
whip it off, sheath it. I'm getting out a crowbar and I'm popping that fucking sarcophagus open.
As
I'm gonna.
Dad goes, on second thought, fuck these guys. Take what you want.
Oh, baby, here we go.
A blessing from the Pope.
I was
Which
wondering at what point they lost the right for non-desecration.
I don't know.
They
I will
tried-
say,
We just-
Melancholy, you can give me a history check at advantage. Alva, everyone else can, besides Fang, can give me a regular history check if you want.
okay. Ooh, baby.
And any glasses.
Okay. All right. So, Alva, you would have heard of the Tresendars being a noble family back in the day, but you don't know too much other than that. However, Melancholia, you have heard tales about the Tresendars and their staunch defenders of old Phandelver. This is their tome, for sure. Let's see if you actually get the names. No, you don't know the names of these who's entombed here, but they were a kind of house of knights, essentially, defending the realm and all that. This is some of their resting places. That's what you get with that history check.
Mhm.
Cal, on the other hand,
Nice.
which sarcophagus you popping open?
That one.
All right.
Oh, yay. I don't know how to handle that one.
As you pop it open, you can see a skeletal form in a burial pose, with rotted rags and a rusty sword that it's kind of clutching on its chest. Beard hair grown through its face.
Nothing.
On its
Nothing
face.
of value.
Looking in here, give me an investigation check.
As he's doing that, Zad's just gonna come over and just pour a drop of holy water on his forehead. Oops.
All right. Now, looking over this corpse, looking around for jewelry or anything, nothing on this one.
I'll seal it back up.
If you seal it back up, there's that grinding of stone back onto it.
Is there anything like, is there any worth like looting the skeletons around us, or are they kind of like shattered to the point that we know there's like nothing on them?
Give me an investigation check if you want to
Yeah.
loot the look through these broken and tattered skeletal remains.
Would love to.
Yeah, with an 8. Absolute garbage. Like, that might have
Oh.
been okay armor like 100, 200 years ago.
Yeah.
You do see remnants of scale mail or even breastplates, but they've rusted and it's not
Damn.
good. All of their weapons seem to be broken or nearly broken. None of them seem to be wearing any jewelry or anything like that.
Sorry, Callan, nothing over here. All these skeletons are pretty much shit.
What now that the
So,
kitty?
Melancholia, seeing that the sarcophagi had been resealed, will go over and kneel and just do a silent prayer to reinturn the body.
Zad will join her,
Okay.
just trying to understanding, touching his holy symbol.
Her
I'm gonna
motivation
be-
is these are just forefathers of the town and should
Yeah.
be treated with respect.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
you're
she's
not.
thinking.
You're not telling anyone that, right?
No.
Woohoo!
No,
Next one.
I'm chilling with Callan while he's going through
Yeah.
these.
Yeah, as Cal and Isabel start looking through the other, I'm assuming you're just going to start looking through all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one to the north is much like the one previously. Nothing in it. It other than like the rusty blade and kind of like funeral robes. The third one, womanly figure. You can tell by the long flowing hair and the lack of facial hair on the skeleton. But also you do see a jeweled golden bracelet on the woman's
Oh.
skeletal form. It seems to be very, very expensive. Like
Alva grabs it.
There's a lot of jewels on there.
No!
Alva snatches it right up.
Athletics check. Oh, sorry.
I mean, are you gonna wrestle over it?
I would love to wrestle over it. I want that. Callan and I were the ones going through here. We at least, you know what? Callan and I deserve to duke it out. We can't have a third party jumping in.
I'll say
Relax, I just want to look at it.
Uh-huh.
I'll say
That's
Alva, if you
something-
want, give me a dexterity check, and Isabel, give me a dexterity check too, to see who grabs it first as you're both reaching for it.
Oh no.
Cal can give me
Wait.
give me a dexterity check at advantage.
Oh!
At advantage?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Didn't even need it. As Alva and Isabel are kind of arguing over this and reaching for it, Cal, you just kind of, as you're the one inspecting the stuff, you just snatch it up real quick.
Damn.
You guys are seriously fighting over jewelry? Old jewelry?
I would say, Cal, you've seen jewelry before, but that one is probably worth more than anything you've had your hands on.
Dad looks at all three of them and says, "That may be ill fortune. So get away." And you go over to the corpse, and basically does this every time, and puts a drop of holy water on their forehead, and says a little prayer. Eternal rest be upon them.
All right.
Tries to restore a little bit of sleep.
Yeah, you
Are
seal
you-
it up and kind of consecrate or lay them back to rest as the.
Yeah,
I don't,
he's
I don't
actually
think
gonna.
Cal and Isabel and even Alva, I don't think that you're like popping off every single all the bones and stuff.
No.
Nah.
No.
We're being respectful.
Well,
Somewhat.
We're robbing them, so.
Isabel's rubbing her hands together and goes, "Yo, how much does that puppy weigh? What are we thinking?"
Don't know what you're talking about. Go right over to the doors.
Excuse me, what?
So
Excuse me,
I'm
huh?
gonna look at this door right there, because there's a single door and there's
Yeah, you
The
see
double doors.
double doors to the south, more ornate, and the single door similar to the one that you entered.
I'm gonna look
I'll
at
let
the
you
single.
take
I'm
a-
gonna investigate a single door.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Before we open any more doors, should we take a moment to rest?
Oh, might be a good idea.
Can't
I'm
hurt to
just
check the
looking
doors
at it.
first.
Yeah,
Fang is
I
just
go
agree
pick
with
'em open.
Callan.
Fang's looking around at this door for traps. A, it is not trapped. B, it is not locked, nor does it have a lock on it.
What about
This
the
door-
2 doors with Callan? Near Callan.
Yeah.
Cal, if you
Oh.
want to make me a investigation check as well. Yeah, with an 18. For human door work, not bad. It's a pretty good door. You would see similar kind of sword iconography in the patinaed brass. But no door locks, no traps. Like there's not even a space for a keyhole on any of the doors in this room. As it's a place to remembering kind of place, like where the you would assume the family would probably come down here to pay respects to the dead.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Yeah.
Should we take a wee nap?
I would agree.
Short rest.
Mhm.
Do we want to set up anything before we? Are we taking we're just taking a short rest or a long rest?
I'll take a
Short
short
rest.
rest, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Short
it's
rest.
Wanna
probably
make sure.
Long rest and-
Yeah, it's probably
Gonna
like
wait till
10
I
in the
start.
morning.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure. Just like, should we be setting up anything or no?
Maybe 11 at the latest.
So how do Alva is Alva still injured,
She seems a little better.
but still injured? Oh,
Yeah.
short rest. She gets one of her hit dice, right?
If that's what you guys are doing.
Gotcha.
You can expend both of your hit dice if you want during a short rest. But is that what you guys are doing, and how are you doing it? Is somebody keeping watch on things? I'm sure you're all
Yeah, we're not really
trying to
sleeping,
be
so I'm
aware
sure
of
if
your
we,
surroundings, but
yeah,
who is helming that essentially? Essentially, one person can make a perception check while you're all milling about. So don't roll hit dice, Dan,
Sorry.
until I say you get a short rest. Because nothing is guaranteed in this world, and nothing is guaranteed in this game.
I guess Fang's just gonna go around and keep an eye out.
I'll stand watch with Fang. I didn't get banged up too much.
And so standing watch doesn't mean you can't take a short rest. You entirely can, because watching out is just kind of like keeping an ear out or looking while you're sitting. Like, so you're still, that's all a short rest is. It's not necessarily taking a nap or anything. It's just essentially the only thing I need is who's going to be the one to make the roll for keeping an eye out or ear out.
Fang.
whoever has the best perception, maybe. Right.
It would be Fang.
Yep. Isabel's just gonna
Fang.
lay down.
All right. So let's
And with
perception check.
that,
There we go.
I walk over and give Fang Vigilance Blessing before we enter into the short rest, just in case.
Do you do
So
the
that-
whole hug thing that you've been doing with it?
No, it's not much of a hug. It's more of kind of a caress.
Okay.
A Fang on his hand. On his.
As Fang, you will have advantage on the next initiative check.
All right.
And with a 15, about 10 minutes into this short rest, as you guys are milling about in the space, Fang, by this door, you would hear some muffled voices coming from the other side.
Guys, there's something behind that door beside me.
Everyone just remain quiet.
I'm just gonna go a little bit backwards so in case they open the door.
Okay. So not interacting with it any further, just kind of keeping an eye on that door. The rest of your short rest does go by uneventfully, as you do get a short rest in.
Yeah.
And so you can expend 1 or 2 of your hit dice if you need or want. Just whenever you take a long rest again, you will only get half of your hit dice back. So you only get 1 back for the next day if you expend 2.
Do you want me to re-roll that, Steven, or keep the 7?
No, you keep that 7.
So wait, what do we do?
Okay, so
So you rolled a hit
I'll
dice, so
show
you
it.
can get 6 hit points back.
Oh,
And Fang
cool.
gets 5 hit points back.
And this,
then-
just to clarify, this is for like health points, right? Like just
Did you
okay.
That's for hit points. However,
What?
points, yeah.
Isabel,
Did you hit that?
You do get
You have to go
your
from 2 to 1.
I get my action surge
action
back.
surge back,
Yep.
and you get second wind back.
Nice.
I've got a wee vial of this healing potion. Does anyone need it?
Yeah.
Before we start fucking about?
Gimme.
Who said gimme? Egypt, didn't it? It was Egypt that said that.
It's
Obviously me.
Egypt. So I take the
Wait,
vial
what?
and then yeah, you heard me.
what?
Just take it and I throw it towards Isabel.
As you haven't seen her get hit once,
Yeah.
except for when you first met the Goblin Cave.
Yeah. Gimme.
I haven't seen her properly steal anything either, so
That's true.
I'll give her, I'll give
Wait,
her one thing.
okay,
That-
hold up.
They can also be used to heal others in need. So
That's the point, I think.
I'm gonna say thank you, Callan, because sharing is caring. Like how you should have shared some of the stuff you found earlier. But I guess we won't talk about that now.
No, we won't. That's good. Move on.
For Hunter's Mark, if the duration goes all the way down, it doesn't tell me.
It is then it is over.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me if I get it because I have to expand a spell slot to use it.
Right.
Doesn't tell me if I regain it in a.
You do not
Long
regain your
rest.
spell slots
long rest?
except for on a long rest.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
95% of classes or spellcasters do not get any spells back on a short rest. There is one druid subclass gets a couple of spells back,
And the warlock.
warlock gets all their spells back, and wizard gets a few spells back. That is it. But what are you guys doing after your hour of chilling in the crypt?
well,
Oh, God.
Do we open that door in front of me, or do we open the double door?
Door 1, door 2, or door 3, guys?
We can do it both at the same time. That's always fun.
Well,
no,
there's people in that door as he pointed in front of him.
Good enough.
let's try these ones. Okay. Where everyone else is going. And then that'll come. And he will open the door.
All right. As you open the door, a crossbow bolt immediately comes your way.
Of course it does.
A what?
Crossbow.
Did you inspect it for traps?
I did.
As there is
All right.
someone
I know.
on the other side, a
Uh.
dwarf, full beard, dark leather armor, red cloak around his back, up against the wall holding a crossbow, firing it straight at Zadkiel, getting
No.
a 23 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
As
that
Zadkiel, you take 13 points of piercing damage.
I'm so glad I went with high defense.
Aren't we all wearing red cloak?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As the dwarf says, "Fuck! Who the fuck are you?"
Who the fuck are you?
You're supposed to
Why'd
use the
you shoot me?
password, you fucking idiot!
We're new around here. We're the new
That's pretty
hires.
fucking obvious. Who the
Ow.
fuck sent you over here? As you would see this room. Go and tell you what's in this room that you see, Zadkiel. There is someone at the door with a couple of swords peeking around the corner, ready to stab. A human woman in a red cloak, and in the back is someone with two swords ready to charge as well next to this dwarf. But this is a pretty long room. It does seem to be partitioned into 3 areas with iron bars walling off the north and south side. You do see what you can see of the cells before entering. Filthy straw kind of lining them, and hinged doors which are secured by chains and padlocks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're so new. What was their
What the
name
fuck?
again?
How fucking many of you are there?
There's like 6 of us. It was kind of a mass hire deal. Do you guys have a health potion or something?
6 of you? Where the fuck are you from?
Fucking killed me, man. From
Oh,
Neverwinter.
you supposed to use the password, you fucking idiot.
They
Why
never
do we
told
need a
us the
password if the door's unlocked?
Yeah.
So you don't get shot when you walk through it. Obviously.
What?
We
I thought
got
that was on the
sensitive
other
shit in
side.
here.
I thought that would. Yeah, I thought it was for the other entrances, not this one.
Yeah.
Hey, for next time, what is the password?
I'm gonna ask for a group deception roll. So everyone give me a deception check. What is the password? That's a good question. It's a good password too.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Alright, with a 6, a 10, a 7, a 20, and a 20.
And 14.
Where's the 14?
At the top.
On top.
Yeah,
And
just
a
above me.
14. Ooh.
That's got to bring up the average.
So it's essentially a series of passes and fails. As he kind of starts reaching for another crossbow bolt and starts to load it. I'm gonna ask again, who the fuck are you guys? And who sent you down here? He starts kind
We
of
are
loading,
the.
pulling it
Zach
back.
just closes the door and says, "Fucking run."
Alright, so we're gonna roll initiative there. As Zadkiel closes the door. That is gonna be initiative there. As you guys were around that area.
Alright, so advantage. Advantage, so that's gonna be 2. Oh, it's the same number exactly.
Nice. Isn't that the way it goes when you get advantage? It's just like, there you go.
Couldn't find the initiative
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah, yeah.
Back into it.
Might as well just leave him here. Right.
You're the slow tanky paladin.
Slow tanking paladin. Listen, that tankiness is not help.
You're taking the hits. That's what you're supposed to do. Fang, you are up first as Zadkiel shuts the door and says, "Run." What are you doing?
Just gonna go right on top of the sarcophagus, get some distance from the door,
All right.
and just ready his bow.
All right. Readying a shot for something to come through that door. That'll take us to these guys as the door does open again. As this man, long blonde hair, opens the door. Said, "Fucking hold it there!" And tries to stab the Zadkiel. Getting an 8 with its first attack. And a 13 with his second.
Yes.
And he'll kind of shove off to the side as someone else, as the woman, seemingly like a twin of this person, takes their place and stabs towards Zadkiel, getting an 18
Miss.
and a 19 to hit.
Meets.
As Zadkiel, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
I'm unconscious.
As Zadkiel falls down unconscious. And they also kind of step back.
Oh.
And before popping around the corner.
Really?
Who the fuck are you guys? What the fuck are you doing here? Uh, that'll take us to Mel.
Okay.
As Zadkiel just got stabbed in the gut.
Yeah, so she's just going to do another cure wounds,
All right.
touching heal.
Okay.
Let me get. There we go.
Fang, actually, at that first shot, you could have released your arrow then, if you wanted. I forgot to mention. Because you readied your action. It didn't come out of the door, but the door was opened, and you can see.
No, I'm gonna. No.
When you said you were readying your bow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can attack this one.
Yeah, before they hop back.
All right. Then I'll do that. So long bow.
20,
18.
20, or yeah, that'll be 20. 20 will hit. This is before I forget.
10.
As they'll take. You can't hunter's mark them.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. That's yes, it's
They
6.
will take 6 though. Before they hop back. All right. And sorry, Mel, back to you as you lean down to Zadkiel, casting Cure Wounds on him. As Zadkiel, you get 8 hit points back. Anything else from Mel?
No, that's their whole action, I think.
All right. Taking us to Callan.
Shit. So Cal is going to reach into his pocket and grab the 10 malachite. Was that in a pouch or was that like just
It
loose
was
stones?
just loose. Everything was loose in there. It was not organized at all.
So I'm going to take them out. I'm going to throw them right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, everyone stop fucking killing each other. The boss told us to bring these jewels down here. Can you knock it off now?
Give me a persuasion check. Or actually, give me a deception check.
Deception.
All right. Anything else for Callan? They'll talk on their turn.
Yeah, I'll 1, 2, 3. Drop there. Oh. And can I use my cunning action to hide in between those two sarcophagi?
Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
Nice.
All right. You feel pretty well hidden there, crouching between the two sarcophagi. Taking us to Isabel.
All right.
Callan just
So
threw a bunch of gems on the ground and said that and ran away and hid.
So I'm gonna whisper if Callan can hear me. Be like, first of all, what a waste. Don't know where you got those from.
6
You
seconds.
need to share. Oh right, 6 seconds. Did we check the other 2 doors?
No. Well, I mean, you checked them. They were clean. There were no traps and no locks.
I'm gonna go to this door. I'm gonna go nearby this door. And can I like peek it open a bit? Just peek it? It's a little peek.
Yeah, you can take a peek. It's a
Yeah.
dimly lit hallway. That's kind of what you
Okay.
get out of that peek.
Okay, do I have enough time to tell people like we can go through this way if needed?
How are you doing that? You probably got about 2 seconds of talking left.
Okay, I can be like, there's a way out over here.
All right. A hushed
it?
whisper or...
Oh, hushed whisper for
All
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Give me a... Let's say give me a stealth check on that. On your hushed whisper. Not you don't have disadvantage, but it's still going to be the first roll. Taking that 7. Taking us to Alva.
Okay. Alva's gonna move up closer. The door is open still,
Door's open.
right?
You see that dwarf kind of like furrow on his brow, about to load, starting to load his crossbow.
Which dwarf? What?
The dwarf. This guy.
Oh, is it that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red cloaked dwarf.
Now I can aim weapons around Zadkiel, right?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like not weapons, but like you could aim like your thorn whip around. He's on the ground right now too. He's laying
Okay.
down. He just got knocked the fuck out.
He's not unconscious anymore, though.
Not anymore.
I'm just looking up at you like,
Well, probably
which way did the bird
looking up
go?
at Mel, because Mel was the one who healed you.
oh yeah, I'm looking up at everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna. What if could I throw my ice knife around
Yeah.
Zadkiel? All right, that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to ice knife him.
All those jewels for nothing.
They're
We'll
still
see.
there.
Yeah.
22 will hit that guy. As you pierce into him with this knife of ice, and he seems to avoid the splatter, I believe. Is it save or suck on that? Yeah, he seems to avoid the ice shards exploding everywhere somehow. It just all sticks to his leather. But he does take that piercing damage. Anything else for Alva?
Mm. Do I have any more movement left?
You do, yeah. I think you only moved like 10, 15 feet.
If I go, never mind. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. That'll take us to the dwarf in the room. Like, what the fuck are you saying? And quickly cocking his crossbow, aiming it up at Alva. He's like, they got fucking magic. Bring him the glass staff. Getting a 16 to hit you, Alva.
That'll
As
hit.
he looses his crossbow bolt across the room over Zadkiel's now conscious form, as you take 7 points of piercing damage. Crossbow just hits you right in your hip.
Ouch.
Yeah. Oh, he was aiming low towards Zadkiel first, and then it's like, fuck, somebody shot magic. Taking us to Zadkiel. As he goes to load another crossbow bolt.
Zadkiel closes the door.
Alright.
Is there any way for him to take his old longsword and try and bar it?
Trying to think about how it does open towards you.
Is there no angels, Tom?
But you could try and jam it into the door if you wanted.
Yeah, like try
Like
to jam it
into like the
mechanism.
between the frame and the door itself.
Yeah, we'll try that.
Like a wedge. Wedge it in there.
Right, wedge it in there.
Give me a, I don't know, what role do you guys think this should be? Sleight of hand?
Ooh.
Strength.
Strength? Is that strength based?
I mean, if he's got to do it like between the two, I'd say dexterity or sleight of hand.
I'm
Because
thinking sleight of hand.
like precision,
I'm
putting
thinking strength.
Yeah.
placing the sword in the right spot. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Hmm
Guys,
I said strength.
I'm a
I was
paladin.
trying to.
I don't even know which lane it is.
All right, at 10, you jam your old sword in there, and as you stand up.
And that is going to say, we don't have the resources to fight. Retreat.
What do you mean you don't have the resources? You guys just took a short rest.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like I don't because I just got hit and killed in like one shot.
Fair enough.
All right.
As Zadkiel steps back, taking us to Fang.
So we go down there, the double doors.
As you see Isabel kind of peeking one open, kind of waving you guys over.
So yeah, Fang's just gonna move down there behind Isabel. That's gonna be it for Fang.
Nothing else?
Nope.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could go open a door, and
I
it's up to you.
mean,
I'm not done. I mean, or you could,
I mean,
or
yeah,
you,
I'm
or you
gonna-
could ready a shot if you wanted to.
no, I'm gonna
No.
completely open the door
Yeah.
on this side.
As you
Do it,
open
do it.
open the door, you do see a long hallway with very similar kind of those faux columns along the side of it, and you would also see a kind of nook on the eastern side of the hallway.
And I'm just gonna motion everyone to come down.
All right. And you do still have movement if you want to move anymore, I think.
Wait, no, I was right there. So wait a second.
So 20.
Yeah, I got okay. So I got yeah, you're gonna go one. Okay, go. You can go right in there. I'm gonna go move right inside.
All right. And this seems to be similarly lit. A lot of torches along the wall here. That'll take us to these guys. Do. Wow. As you would hear the door being trying to bust it open, seemingly failing. You got a 6 and a 9. Essentially, what I did was had you set the DC for them to
Right.
break it down.
Right.
Taking us to Mel.
So is the door locked?
There's Zadkiel wedged his sword in the door between the door frame and the door itself. So as it tries to push
Okay.
open, the sword is wedged there to kind of stop it.
But it's not locked.
It's not locked because there is no lock on any of these doors.
Okay. So she could use her thematology to keep the door closed, to assist keeping the door closed.
So you can't, like, I guess if you wanted to hold your action for it to slam it once it opens again, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Meaning, like, if they do break open the door
It
during this
immediately
round,
shuts.
That's awesome.
Fair enough.
and when it does, if it does, is it possible for it to make a really loud noise by my same abilities?
Sure. Like, I mean, it would
Okay.
be like a loud, like, slamming.
Well, I would make it like sound like a gong
Sure. That's fair.
closed.
Yeah,
Being
that's a
slammed?
similar theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else for Mel? Any movement or anything like that?
Knowing her, she'll take just kind of like a step back to here,
All right.
Great.
and that's it.
Taking us to Cal.
Would I know about that spell? Like, is it something that's permanent?
About
Not
what
permanent.
spell?
About
The one I'm playing
Melacolia's,
too?
yeah, the
Well,
slamming.
she
thing.
hasn't quite cast it at this moment. She's kind of looks like she's readying to cast it for if something happens.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take out a flask of oil. I'm gonna dump it there, and I'm gonna light it on fire.
So it'd be your, I guess, flask of oil. Just dump it. You could just smash it on the ground
There you go.
for ease of like having to like uncork and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Lighting.
I
Yeah.
have a tinderbox, so
Yeah, easily enough.
all right.
Very cool. Creative. I've had family use that.
I gotta go there. I'm gonna use my cunning action. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't go through that door. Oh, 4.
Well, it's Isabel hasn't opened it yet, but you did see
Gotcha.
Fang go into the south way, as you do see that hallway there.
That's where I'll end it.
All right, taking us to Isabel.
First of all, why is no one going through my door?
Because you're in front of it, and so it takes extra movement for them to move
Oh
through it.
shit! Okay.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Um.
Oh, I'm gonna.
You make a better wall than you
wanna
do a
split
door.
up, apparently. Um. I don't want to split it up, but at the same time, there's two. Okay, I'm not gonna split this up. I'm gonna kind of just say like fuck it, and I'm gonna follow Callan and Bang
All
over
right.
here.
Are you opening up your
Um,
door?
You know what? No, I'm not gonna open up my door.
All right.
Apparently, no one wants to take this door.
I mean, it's just a quick open. Like that's the door you peek through.
Oh wait,
Same door. It's a
Wait.
double
It's
door.
a double door. Yeah, it was a
I'm
bigger
gonna-
door.
I'm gonna go through. So I'm gonna open this door, not look, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna be like, oh. And that's not all the movement I can take, right? I think I
No,
can
that's 5 feet of movement and opening a door.
How much more movement do I have?
25.
25.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep walking down. Yeah.
And then you can dash.
Yeah, if you wanted to dash, you could dash.
Do I want to dash?
I mean, you can figure that out after you move the rest of your movement.
Okay. I want to go.
Your mic's going in and out with.
Oh, sorry. It's like far away.
Oh, you're good. So
Um.
as you start running down the hallway,
Yep.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
as
my
you
goodness.
Run right by Fang and maybe a couple of feet in front of him, the floor starts to give way.
Oh my gosh. That would just I'm just selecting dexterity
Just
on my
dexterity
sheet, correct?
save, yes.
So near the top, right?
Yeah. Should
Yeah,
be
okay.
near the top left, and then to the right of that you'll see saving throws.
Wait. Say that again.
On the top left of your sheet is your stats, and
Yeah.
right next to that you'll see saving throws with the same labels. I don't think you're proficient with dex saves. I think you have strength and con.
Yeah, because I see strength and then okay.
Under where it says proficiency bonus.
Okay.
With a 12
Please.
as the floor gives way. You fall 20 feet down with the rest of the floor there. As you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
Oopsie.
As the entirety of the floor there just collapses in on itself. Anything else for Isabel?
No, I'm just gonna lay there.
I mean, you can stand up if you want, but you are 20 feet
Okay,
down in a
okay, wait.
straight pit. Unlike the goblin pit that you guys came across, this one
No,
is
no, I'm
not easy
gonna-
to climb out of.
I'm gonna stand up.
All right.
But I'm gonna do absolutely nothing else because I am ashamed.
Like, well, I'm here. As the floor didn't crumble fall, it looks like the tiles like released themselves and are still kind of there along the side, so the trap could be reset anytime. You would see a couple of bones down here, old and strewn about.
So like, I think this is a trap.
No shit, Sherlock.
That'll take us to Alba.
Okay, Alva wants to use Cure Wounds for Zadkiel.
Sure.
Can
Reach out and grab Zadkiel. To be fair,
I
he's
clicked
just as
it.
hard as you are. Maybe a
I...
little more.
I'm clicking it. It's not. Nothing's happening.
It'll ask you what level you want to cast it at. Your character sheet might
you
be in
gotta
the
go.
way.
Yeah, your character sheet's in the way.
Oh. Level 2?
Level 1.
Why?
Because you don't have
Level
level
2.
2 spells yet. It's
Oh.
it's contrary to
It's not really
logical
worth it.
thought, but you get level 2 spells at level 3. You get level 3 spells at level 5. And so on and so
That
forth.
helps.
As
That
Zadkiel,
helps.
you get 5 health back.
I could probably take 2 hits now. That's good.
D&D is very confusing math.
Yeah, it's a lot less confusing than it used to be. But
Yeah,
anything
imagine
else?
having to figure this all out with dice and paper.
Anything else with for Alva?
All right. How much movement do I have?
30 feet of movement, which is
All right.
6 squares.
10, 15.
And there's a area of fire in front of you as well.
Aren't I like sort of fire resistant? Don't I
You
have a
are.
resistance to fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you
So
know.
it feels nice to me.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
home. You know. Okay. I'm gonna move further down towards these other doors.
All right.
So that's 25.
And you can see a pit open in the floor. You don't see Isabel. You just see a 10-foot wide pit in the ground, 10 by 10, perfect square.
All right. Can I move through the door?
Yeah.
5 more feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna move right through the door, and then I'm gonna stay there.
All right. That will take us to the dwarf, who's gonna try his hand at opening this fucking door. You got a 3.
Nice.
They're really not that strong.
You would hear a bunch of banging. No, they are not strong. The red brands the other ones are stronger than the dwarf. The dwarf used a crossbow for a reason. You hear a bunch of thudding coming from the door within. Taking us to Zadkiel.
So that is, gonna run down here.
You're quiet, Dan.
That is gonna run down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he
It's
also
two
kind of
left.
pack. Can he also pack in the door? Yeah, 2 left.
You're
You
good.
can be right by the door. There's
Yeah, you can get
Alright.
through the door. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see coming to this, there is a 10-foot wide gap. 20 feet down, you see Isabel standing there, kind of, probably, I would imagine, like, arms on her hips, like, this is a trap. looking up at Fang.
That's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
Are there any more visible doors at the end of the hall?
There is a kind of a smaller
Okay.
hallway to the south on the eastern side of the hall.
Okay. Zad's gonna look down and say, "We've got to get you out of there." And then just
All right.
turn.
That'll take us to the top of the turn.
When it's Alva's turn. Yeah.
As you guys are trying to run across here. That'll be a good spot to end today. With Isabel in a pit, the door wedged shut in there, and a fire in front of it.